Christmas was pretty eventful for me.
Chick-fil-A catering, right?
Oh yeah, but it was on Christmas Eve though. We did the Christmas Eve. We did the Chick-fil-A catering. Broke out the chocolate fountain.
Yeah,
monster hit.
Yeah,
I have a niece. I guess she's my niece. I don't know if she's my niece or my cousin. She's young now. She's like 7.
All I know is how to buy her a goddamn present.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Multiple presents.
Did you?
Yeah. But we broke out the chocolate fountain because we knew she was coming over, and you just see that. You see that on a kid's face, though, man. Yeah.
It changes the room a little.
Oh my God! Yeah. It brought the energy level from like a 7.
So no brain spilling out of adults.
No. But then on Christmas Eve, though. Did you guys remember the winds and the storm that was picking up? Yeah, so
I thought a tree was going to come on my house. So I
was
up
up
till 3 in the morning. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah,
and I'm right off the water too. It was like.
But you know my house, right? There's nothing.
Right.
There's nothing blocking.
Yeah,
I have nothing in front of me.
Grass and that's it.
Yeah, so there's wind when it comes, man. It feels like it's going to take the house down. So it's like 1:00 in the morning, and my wife, I'm up watching TV, and she comes in. It's Christmas Eve, and she's like, "I'm not sleeping in there." She goes, "It feels like the windows are going to burst in." And I was like, okay. And so I'm still watching TV. Like 20 minutes later, she's laying on the other couch sleeping, and we hear this horrendous crash. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? Everybody in the house is awoken by this, and like I go to the bedroom, and I can't open the fucking bedroom door. It's like, what the fuck? It's like there's like the suction. The fucking windows blew in.
Oh shit!
The windows actually blew in. So like it was like when an airplane when a window breaks, and like there's like I couldn't get the door open. There's shit flying around all in the room.
It's a fucking poltergeist.
Yeah, and so and there's rain coming in, and what happened? And well, you know what saved the window from shattering now? Believe it or not, it was the Tell 'em Steve Dave little Burrow couch that we got for free for doing those Burrow couch ads. Yeah, the window burst in and just came right out of the fucking frame. And it would have hit the ground, it would have shattered, I guess. But it hit the Burrow couch, and just because it was like right underneath it, and it didn't shatter then. But yet I got a gigantic gaping hole in the house,
and it's raining,
and there's nothing now. And so like there's a giant hole in the house, and all this water's coming in, and it's coming in sideways. So it's 1:00 in the morning, and I haven't rectified it yet, but I probably should go get a hammer. At least have a hammer in the house. At least have a nail, a couple nails. I don't know.
Nails, a hammer, and a tarp, you'd be in business.
So I had to grab one of the Tell 'em Steve Dave shower curtains from the Patreon.
God damn it!
I don't even have one of those.
No, I'm saying that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm putting up one of the shower curtains, and I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to get but the wind is coming in so hard. It's like, I'm not lying. I swear to God, like it really took every ounce of energy to keep my arms up, to keep it up there. The wind was blowing that heavily, and the rain was coming in. I'm getting soaking wet, and my wife's like, what do you want to do? What should we do? Who should we call? And I'm like,
a man.
And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know how to fix this. I'm going, I don't think a thumbtack is going to hold this shower curtain up. I'm trying to put a thumbtack into the windowsill, and I can't do it because the windowsill is not a normal piece of wood. It's like fucking petrified wood. Right. It feels like. So like it's all I could do just to keep this shower curtain up, but it's really not working anyway. So much water is getting in as it is. And so she said, I'm going to call your mom and see if my mom's boyfriend, Joe, will come over. He has a toolbox, and see if he has some wood. Because we definitely need some plywood to get this up. Because, I mean, it is, when it's blowing, and I'm terrified I'm going to fall out the window. I'm terrified I'm going to fall out the window holding this thing up. Because it's a far drop down. I would definitely die or at least fucking be paralyzed if I land the wrong way.
Fucking spinal.
And so I'm sitting there holding it up, and we call him at like 1:15. He literally doesn't get there till 3. So I'm holding this thing up, soaking wet, as like we're trying to move shit around, and the wind is just coming, and it feels like the other windows are going to cave in too. In the other house, my kids are going like, it wasn't this bad during Sandy. Oh my God, this is worse than Sandy. They're going like, is the house going to fall down? We really feel like the house is shaking. And they're starting to cry, and I'm like, I go, it's not, it's just that the windows were compromised when we raised the house. Mm-hmm. I said they probably shifted, and they probably weren't like correct anyway after Sandy originally. And when you raise the house, I'm sure it really compromised the way they were set in there.
Right.
I go, it's not going to knock the house down. But there was one gust.
Don't knock the house down.
Yeah, the whole time, I'm like, there was one gust that was so bad that in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, this house is going to fall down.
Oh, really?
It really was terrifying.
You can't let it show on your face.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I could just feel the house shaking.
Yeah.
And especially with this hole now. So he gets there, and his piece of wood isn't big enough because the window frame is huge.
Was he plywooded for now?
He's got a plywood, and so then my wife says, well, we have this piece of what's that called? Like when it's on the back of like a hutch. It's not real wood.
Like compressed,
Yeah.
board, that
Yeah,
fiberboard shit.
yeah. We have a fiberboard that we never use for the hutch downstairs, and I was like, grab it. We might as well use it. But it's like it's not. It's like cork.
Maybe if you sew these Tell 'em Steve Dave shirts together,
So we boarded that up, and
that shit gets soaked and falls apart immediately.
yeah. So that was falling apart. So it's like 4:00 in the morning,
Holy shit.
and finally we get it. We get all the wood up, and we start to with butter knives start to put towels, use a butter knife to start to put the gapes to fill in the cracks so that no water's getting in, no wind's getting in. And then as soon as we're done, it feels like you hear birds chirping. It's like the wind dies down. There's no more wind. But that was Christmas Eve, and I said to them, I was like, can you remember what happened last year at Christmas? And they're like, why? No. And they're like, what about the year before that? And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, because you'll never remember. You'll never forget the Christmas that the windows blew in. I said,
Right.
So this is a memorable Christmas.
Wow. That is eventful.
Yeah, yeah.
Even a fight with Pam wouldn't have fucking bested that.
Yeah, because not the window. I've never seen that happen before. I didn't think that could happen. That the windows would just blow
Right
in.
out of the frame. Would it have hit Deb if?
No, it wouldn't have hit her,
fell on
but
the couch.
it would have fell in. I don't know if the glass would have shattered. I'm sure it's probably shatterproof glass on those windows. I would hope.
Or something.
Yeah, but
But what was holding it in that gave?
I imagine it just was the clips that were in there, or whatever. How it's ever in there,
Yeah.
just was not tight anymore. Over years, and we would hear it through years after we raised the house. We would hear it rattle, and it would leak a little bit. But in my mind, I was like, "Well, who cares? Fucking windows rattle. It's windy out. What are you gonna do?"
Right.
But apparently, I was wrong. The rattle we were hearing should have alerted us that something was definitely seriously wrong with it. You just can't ignore shit like that. I guess now is the moral of this story. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that was fucking worse than my night. I was just like, I thought a tree would fall
I
in
can't
the
believe
house.
I ate so many M&Ms.
Yeah, that was an adventure.
Yeah, it was like I said, man. There was so much water coming in, and we had to move the TV real quick. Not that we don't have a real expensive TV, but it was getting all wet. You definitely didn't want to just lose it just because
Yeah.
But everybody else is scrambling to move stuff as I hold the shower curtain up.
Yeah, it's a man's job.
Hold the shower curtain up.
I mean, really,
Yeah, I guess
you're putting all your effort into it.
yeah. There was time it would die down, and I'd be like, I guess it's ending now, and then it would fucking whip back up again. No,
Oh God.
it sucked.
You got any New Year's plans?
No plans.
No, nothing.
None.
No. Q. I guess since you're not going to see your parents, huh?
No, it's just staying home and probably fucking polishing off anything I can before midnight strikes. Trying to carb up for the new year.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to Troy's.
Oh, you do that every year, yeah.
Yeah, we do that every year, and it's usually a big affair, but he scaled it back tremendously.
Well,
Post COVID.
Oh yeah.
Don't you know?
I'm well aware of that about the scaling back due to COVID.
It's a nice thing too. Like if you have something like that, and you're like, oh, I really don't want to have this every year. I'm kind of over the whole New Year's party. This is a great reason to be like the next year, just be like, yeah, we're just not gonna do it anymore.
But he loves it apparently, because there you go.
Yeah, I'll be there.
That's